Michael, following Tuesday, what's the mood been like around the camp since then?
Excellent session, nice and positive this morning. The players were in, obviously they understand the result, but they were in a professional manner this morning. Wanted to work very, very hard, a good spirit around them, and we're working towards the weekend.
Not the result you wanted, that goes without saying on Tuesday, but just to take a positive from it, what did you make of the performance of the new centre-half, Anderson?
Yeah, he done well. Obviously, first game, we thought it was, we'd have a look at him, we thought it was the perfect game to do so. Thought he did quite well. Yeah, so it was, we'll take the positives from that. Yes, that's certainly a positive that he done well in the game. We understand the disappointment from the night, which we obviously touched on before, and yeah, we look to the weekend and we're looking forward to the game.
How much of a test of your managerial ability is it when you've got to make decisions like maybe not playing Anthony Kay?
For sure. We know we've got a squad of players now. We've certainly got some injuries, but we've got a squad of players. Well, I'm going to have to make these decisions. I think we've looked with several senior players now, and even possibly the younger ones from other clubs. We've had to look at changing it round, and we'll certainly be doing that at the weekend. I think we've got to play a team that we feel like can get us result, and at the moment we're not getting results, so we've got to look at other alternatives to try and get them 3 points.
How much do you feel you need, not just a result, but an out-and-out win on Saturday?
We need a win. We know that. We've said it after the game. Yeah, so it's a day we certainly want to take the 3 points. And we've performance-wise or in games we've said over the last couple of weeks, well, we didn't deserve to lose that. We keep saying it. Well, if it comes from times where you do deserve to lose and take the 3 points, then so be it. When you lose several amount of games, the points are the key.
How confident are you that the beliefs in the squad that they can go out there and get the job done?
The beliefs in the squad. There's a couple who are fragile that you can see. Maybe not being in this situation before, especially so early on in the season. I think the difficulties come very, very early on, game 2 or 3, after a disappointment 20 minutes against Wickham to go 3 down. So it's certainly become difficult very, very early at the football club for some of these players. But they've got to find their character, find their mettle, and find that, especially the ones out of academies, that this is real football now, and it's a different scenario. But we've got to go with the players that possibly in the week look a little bit brighter, and look to we believe that they can perform on the weekend. How
big a boost will it be to have Michael Tong back?
Great. I mean, Tong, he knows the game. He's an enthusiastic character. Be fantastic to have him back. Danny Hughes, he's running with half a limp out. He's joined the grass today, and he's saying, "I think I've got a chance for Saturday, boss." And that's the type of character we want. And he's far too early for him, but he's willing to give everything and give it a go, and that's the characters. Yeah, so great to have Tongy back, and Pewey not a million miles away. Certainly gives you some more experience, and the more players added into the squad. Obviously losing the experience of Rob Lainton is a very, very tough one at the moment, and Sam's come in to play those games, which possibly he's played a couple more than he possibly would have. But yeah, we'll lose the experienced one, so it's great to have one back.
Are you doing something to try and rectify that problem in goal?
Well, we work very hard with him daily, with Sam, and that's what we need to do, try to improve at him and Boots as best we can going forward.
How much do you feel you are missing that experience though when it comes to cover? Nothing away from Sam Hornby, you already said he's played a few more games than he would have liked.
I think it as well is, I think when the situation changed quite quickly regarding we needed results and the pressure's a little bit higher, I think ideally your more senior ones can come through it a little bit better.
Forest Green next up, what are you expecting from that game?
Well, it's we keep saying it, tough game, tough league. We've got to make sure we do a lot more to make sure we're creating more chances. We're creating chances at the moment, not a lot, but we're not putting them away. So we need to create more to make sure that we score these goals that we're not doing at the moment.
You know that supporters are not happy. I don't need to keep reminding you about that. What would your message be regarding the atmosphere ahead of this game?
I think again they know that we need a win. I think, and when Vale Park's at full volume, we understand the problem and where we're at. We as players and staff, we understand it. We need them right behind us as best they can, and we understand that they're not happy, and we understand the problems. But through that game, it would be much appreciated if they can, give them players their all.
That said, how important do you feel the first goal is to give them maybe something to cheer about?
Yeah, it can be late, but if we go one behind, Lee, we can still come back and win the game, and we have to be aware of that. I think we feel like the last 10 minutes of the game at Luton, if we sends the lad off, we certainly believe we could have pushed at 2 down to come and put some real pressure on him. I think that's probably going to a disciplinary today, so that just shows you when Lady Luck's not shining. There's a couple of incidents in the game, so yeah, we move on, we look forward, and we hope that crowd, and we hope we can give them something to shout for as well, like you say. But I'm certainly, and I know they can be very vocal, and hopefully from the first minute they'll help us with that.
How tough a time is this for you at the moment? How are you finding it?
It is a tough time. I think it's there is criticism and people saying not the best of things. You understand that, and that's the thing. I think some people don't think you understand it. We certainly do. It's a tough time. We need some results. We look forward to the game, and the game's coming up. We believe games that are coming our way, we can win those games, and then we believe let's look at Saturday first and hopefully get 3 points.
How do you deal with it? Is it constantly on your mind, this predicament, this scenario at the moment? Do you take it home with you?
I take football home every day, Lee. I always have done, and I think it's in your blood. Just done an interview yesterday about when your little boy at 6:45, and the family understand it. Your wife and your kids understand where you're at and how much it means to you. 6:45, I'm getting in at 1:30 at Luton. He jumps on my head and says, "Did you win? How did you go?" And you have to be sure. You tell him you're lost, and it's very disappointing. And you see the face. So you do take it home. It's with you every day, and that's football. And it's fantastic when you win, and it's not so good when you lose.
How much does that show how much you enjoy the job? Because when you have scenarios like that, surely it must cross your mind of, is it all worth the hassle and stress?
Well, that's the thing. I'm doing this for the love of the game, and I want to improve and try and help the football club, try and take this football club into a better place, and obviously a career of mine and a managerial career, and I do it because I love the game.